Hello everyone, I'm Alexa Mierdeza, and in this video, I'll be demonstrating my pre-finals exam project, a complete layered architecture implementation using .NET 8 MVC with individual authentication. This project showcases how to build maintainable, scalable, and professional web applications by applying the layered architecture pattern. So before we dive into the code, let's first understand the key concept behind this approach. So in software development, layered architecture means separating your applications into distinct layers, each with specific role. Uh, This structure makes your code more organized, easier to maintain, and highly testable. So the three main benefits of this are easier maintenance and updates. The second one is better testability and debugging. And the last one is clearer separation of concerns. So in this project, we have three main layers, which is layered demo.data. Second one is layered demo.services. And the third one is layered demo.web. So the layered demo.data, ito yung nag-handle ng database operations and entities model ng project na to. And yung layered demo.services, ito naman yung nagko-contain ng business logic, DTOs, and service interfaces. Then yung layered demo.web naman, ito yung presentation layer which includes controllers and razor views. And next, let's start with data layer, the foundation of our application. This is where we define our database, entities, context, and configurations. So open our product.cs. Here's our product entity model. This is simple POCO class with three properties, which is ID, name, and price. This attribute like required string length and range are data annotations used for validation. They help ensure data consistency both in the database and in the UI. Next naman is, let's open the application dbcontext.cs. So this one is this application dbcontext.cs. Ito yung nag-inherit from identity db context, which automatically gives us user authentication and identity tables. So inside we have the DB set product that represents our products table. This setup uses Entity Framework Core to handle all database operation. We're using SQLite for development, but it can easily be switched to SQL Server or MySQL just by changing the connection string. And we've also added seed data to automatically populate sample products during setup, which makes testing much easier. So you can see that I added Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, Xiaomi Pad 6, and Xiaomi Smart Pad 9. So to summarize our data layer, it uses Entity Framework Core with identity integration. It contains all our database models and contexts, and layered demo services. So let's move on to service. This layer is to separate logic from data access and the user interface. So let's open the product DTO. So DTOs or data transfer objects are used to transfer data between layers while keeping our entities protected. This example shows our product DTO. We can also create product DTO or update product DTO. This one for specific operations. giving us control, security, and flexibility in how data is exposed. So I made create product DTO, and update product DTO. Product services. So open this folder, the product service.cs. The iProduct service CS interface define our contract, meaning any service class that implements this interface must provide these methods. This makes the project more testable and extensible since we can easily swap implementations. So next is, so we have two implementations of iProduct services. Product services uses Entity Framework and SQLite. In in-memory product services uses a temporary in-memory list, perfect for testing. Both classes share the same interface don't need at all. That demonstrates dependency, inversion, and flexibility. So, to summarize the service layer, DTO separates internal models from data exposed to the UI, interface-defined consistent contracts, and lastly, multiple implementations improve testability and flexibility. So next layer is the, that web. We have the presentation layer opened, and the part of the app that the user interacts with. It includes controllers, views, and authentication through identity. Draw, let's open up this folder and the product controller. Here's our product controller. Notice the authorized attributes. This ensures that only logged in users can access the product page. The controller uses dependency injection to receive an iProduct services instance. This means the controller does not care if it's talking to SQLite version or the in-memory version. It's just called the interface methods. That's a great example to scooping. So next, so let's open the product folder. So I have create, delete, details, edit, and index inside this folder. So first, the index. Ito yung nagdi-display ng mga responsive bootstrap label, yung product. And yung edit, ito yung form to update an existing product. And yung details naman, ito yung nag-show ng product information. Then lastly is yung delete, yung confirmation screen before removal. So each view uses bootstrap styling and built-in validation to ensure a smooth and user-friendly experience. So this one. Next one is um, here's where dependency injection is configured by default. The application uses the SQLite service, but if I comment, so next is let me demo my application or website. Can you see my my website?
Di kita, pre.
Yeah. So this is my website. It's called Gadget Zone. So I'll register a new account using identity. So eto, nag-register na ako using my email. So I use this my personal email to log in here so I can access this tab. So yeah, here we can see data loaded automatically. I can create a new product, edit one, view details, and delete as needed. Everything works seamlessly because of the separation of logic and data. Now let's switch to in-memory implementation. So this is my home page. As you can see, I added 6 products. And when I click this view details button, it shows the specs of the product. And in privacy, this is what my privacy tab look like. It's like, and in product, I can add product, this style. I can view details, edit the product, and delete the product. So let, let's summarize the key benefits of our layered architecture. First, the maintainability. Each layer is focused and independent. Updates in one layer don't affect on others. Second is testability. Layers can be tested in isolation, especially with mock implementations. And third, separation of concerns, data access, business logic, and presentation are clearly divided. Now, and fourth one is flexibility. You can easily switch databases or add new front ends without changing core logics. And lastly, the scalability. Layers can later be split into microservices or APIs as the project grows. So this layered demo project demonstrates a real-world application of layered architecture using .NET 8 MVC with identity. We've seen how to organize code into data services and web layers, how dependency injection promotes flexibility, and how DTOs keep our data clean and secure. This architecture is not just for demos, it's used in real enterprise application for its clarity, scalability, and maintainability. So thank you very much for watching. I'm Alexa Adeza, and this is this concludes my pre-final exam presentation for layered architecture with MVC and identity.